readings today, but we're also going to be doing some manifesting. Okay, so this is a week around manifesting. Right now, we've got this really great fiery energy in Leo. And Aries is on my mind. Aries is on my mind. I don't know why today, but it is. But Leo is also a fire sign. And this is when we want to bring up some drama and we want to exaggerate. We want to bring out the inner child within us and we want to be able to play, right? So when we're kids and we want to play, we demand our play situation. It might be a toy, it might be a TV show, it might be um, anything. It could be anything, but kids just expect it to appear. And when they don't, temper tantrums happen. Well, you have that inner child inside of you still. Now, some of you really down to earth Capricorns, Taurus, and Virgos, you may think, you're so serious. You're so serious. And sometimes we forget the art of playfulness, in the art of fun, in the daily, in it sort of inventing that playfulness within your day on a regular basis. We forget to do that, right? Sometimes we do it in other ways, which can be hard on us, such as drinking or smoking or eating or watching mindless TV. And this becomes our source of downtime. But downtime, traditionally in our childhood, is play, go have recess, have a break, right? And we forget to do that for ourselves. So, what I like here is hang out with an Aries. Yeah, you'll have fun. Just hang out with an Aries. Maybe that's my good friend is an Aries. And she says, perfect. I'm going to manifest my new business, be a huge success. Let it rain. Okay. So this is what we want to do now. We've also got some planets in what was it in Aquarius, and we also have Jupiter still in Pisces. So we want to have this playfulness to be able create some drama. On the weekend, we're going to get really Virgo, so we're going to get really serious about how to incorporate the reality of that playfulness into our lives. But with a Pisces in Venus, we want to be able to imagine. We want to make the dream come true. We want to heal, and we want to help, and we want to support our environment, our society. If anything has to do with healing and supporting or music, Pisces is about music. Leo is about entertainment, right? Is there an entertainment factor to this? So we're going to do some free readings. And if you don't have a question, that's okay. We are going to let you know what your playfulness is for you. Okay. So Janet, right away, what we're going to do is we're going to go into a manifesting affirmational meditation right now. Okay. So this is an awake meditation. This is with your eyes open or eyes closed. And we're going to bring in the universal force of manifesting. When people say to me, in fact, I got asked this a while ago, do you believe in the law of attraction? Do you believe in manifesting? And I say yes and no. I say yes and no because if you think that you can sort of out of the blue create an object or a destination or a business or a better body. If you think that you alone can create that out of your own energy, no. If you understand that there are other forces that want to co-create with you, they want to play with you. It's no fun playing it. I mean, okay, some people, and we know some children who want the sandbox all to themselves and they're not going to share any of their toys. But are they really going to be that happy when they're growing up in life? Nah. We want, there's some other underlying issues going in there, right? We want to play with other people. There's no team with one person, right? There's no collaboration with one person, right? We want to manifest with other people. So we want, or other energies. Other energies. There's so many energies out there that we have no clue, right? We know this much of the energy that's out there. So for instance, and you've seen me do interviews with Jay, and Jay talks about the solar flares, and we had a huge solar flare that came from the sun all last week. I don't know if anybody had any pain, any extra pains. I know I had, like, Friday and Saturday, I had this stabbing pain in the back, that upper back, and went into my right here, like third eye area. My friend Jay, same thing, third eye attack of the sinus. So if any of you felt that, that was a very large solar flare that was in our atmosphere, actually hit the magnetic field of the earth during last week. And we had, and I'm sure some of you may have seen it in the news, we had an asteroid or a comet hit our magnetic field around the earth as well too, and then it dissolved once it hit them. So it didn't hit the planet, it hit the magnetic earth's energy, and then it dissolved. This all is energy. We can utilize it, we can use it. Okay, Leo says stand up, shine bright, be the one who shines light on yourself, have expectations of yourself in your reality, and allow yourself to glow and to shine and have this brightness about you. So right now, we're going to do some affirmations, and you can either close your eyes or keep your eyes open. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to shake off the energy right now that no longer serves us. So we're just going to shake it off. We're going to shake it off. We're going to shake it off. We're going to shake off this energy that no longer serves us. Go away, go away, go away. All right. Now, some of you may think this is woo-woo, but we have brains, and our brains are like computers, and they are programmed. And we can reprogram this energy, and we can inject words which are extremely powerful for our neural pathways to create this more positive attraction. Our brain will look for it. It won't just manifest it. It will look for it because it's out there. So it'll find the person, the phone call, the advertisement, the connection to a new course or workshop that's going to help you manifest. Okay, so we shake off all that energy. We tell our brain no longer serves us. Bye-bye. Okay. And then we're going to take in a deep breath of I'm deserving, and exhale anything that says the opposite. A deep breath of I'm deserving, and a deep breath of anything that's the opposite. Out. Another deep breath in. I'm deserving, and anything that is the opposite or negative out. I attract money easily and freely. I release all resistance to attracting money. I want you to say it with me and after. I am financially free and know that money is energy. It flows. There is always more than enough abundance in my life. Abundance comes to me in unexpected ways, not always money. I am loved just as I am. I love who I am. I am a strong, powerful manifester. I am the law of attraction. I am a co-creator with the universe. I am powerful and I have no limits. Just like the universe, no limits. I am one with the divine. I am a powerful being. So I'm going to try to remind myself that every live readings that I do, we start off with a positive vibrational manifestation of something or a letting go of something. Whatever the energy I know is in our field is what I will attach it to. And finally, I make positive choices every day to improve my life. I am grateful for every little thing I manifest. And I am here to serve gratefully, in honor. Namaste. Okay, so let's see. Remember, everyone, if you're on my Facebook or YouTube, hey, JC, hey, Annette, we want your birthday. If you guys want to donate, buymeacoffee.com /Ask Holly Hall. You know, that's my tagline everywhere, Ask Holly Hall. And you can buy me a coffee. Buymeacoffee.com /Ask Holly Hall. Now, I need your information that looks just like this. Okay. Birth time and place. If you don't have the time, that's okay. But I need it to be like May, MAY 2, 1981. That's an example. And not 05. I don't want to do the math because I might screw it up. I don't want to count which month is this. And B, everybody in the world does it differently. So I don't know which is which. And it just saves us a lot of time to do these really short quickies. Okay. Talking about manifesting. What can you manifest? What do you want to manifest? Let's make this happen. When I do my coaching sessions with my clients, that's what I'm doing. I'm manifesting with them. Okay. And in that manifesting, in those sessions, each time we roll on to one session to the next, it creates what they're looking for. It creates their desire. So when I look at Janet's right away, and she's manifesting a new business right now, she's telling me, and she wants to know timing around how this manifesting can happen, when it should happen, and what is it all about? Because she hasn't told me what this is all about. So maybe I can take a guess. Okay, so Janet is a healer and she's a third grade, third level healer. There's only 3 levels. So she's right up there. And she's done this many times in the past. She's very big on sustainability. She's very big in also helping people to find courage and have faith, have courage, have bravery, startups, really working with startups, helping people pull up their bootstraps. She's also very much into music and very extremely creative. So it may be a combination of the two. Right now, she's got two phases going on right now. One of them, 2 cycles. One of them is just over. Literally, it's just over. And it's been going on for about a year. And its final stage started in mid-February and just ended a couple of days ago. So you're still feeling this energy, Janet. And this is around outdoors, nature, natural, money, bringing in money, helping to create a residual income, something that's going to serve others, help others, maybe even around the music industry or the beauty industry. But I'm really seeing it around music, if that's possible. That's what you're looking at. And this allows for people who would have less than, people who wouldn't have an opportunity, it's giving them an opportunity. So right now, so this has probably been percolating for about at least a couple weeks. And it just came into like, I know exactly what I want it to become. We don't have anything in retrograde per se, but the other one that's going on at the same time, and that is I want to do the moon. Do we know your time of birth? I have you at 2 a.m., but I have a feeling that you're not sure what your time of birth is. So I can't go by your time of birth. But what I will go by is when so let me know. Let me know about that one. That one's important. No time. Okay. So I am going to go with one more and like your feedback around the ideas of what I think it is. And yeah. So right now you're going through an energy that started in April of the last spring, and this cycle ends in around next year, the end of next year. And this is going to test your strength, like you're an Aries, like you need your strength tested even more, right? No. But you want to establish yourself in your own world. Okay. You're tired, you're bored. Um, and she's doing a beauty and music business. So she said I was bang on around that. I don't know how you combination music and beauty, but the energy that just ended is about making it something that's completely unique and doesn't exist. So the combination is brilliant because it's a unique combination that's brand new. You're a pioneer in it, and this is what's going to make it successful. What I see a struggle with, though, is the legalities of it, the paperwork, the red tape, so to speak. And this will become a power struggle because you're pioneering it. There's nothing to model it from. Correct me if I'm wrong. And the fact that you don't have a model of this, sort of a blueprint of it, it's making it difficult for you to establish yourself, to sort of convince people that would be involved. That and she said it's separate, two separate things. Okay, and bring involved in that. And you and I are friends, so we're gonna have to talk because I have a music idea for quite some time right now, except that it means that we need land, so which we're working on. Um, yeah, so we are looking at 27 Aries. When is this going to really establish itself? Now, Aries are not always patient. They really like the startup part. And with your Pisces in you, you can really dream, get really dreamy in that honeymoon stage of the beginning of the startup. And then what happens with the strong Aries is they fizzle out fast. If it doesn't take on momentum quickly, they get bored and they fizzle out fast. But because you've got some Taurus, yes, and some, is it Taurus? Yes, Taurus Mars. There is a patience that you have that fights against that struggles and fights against that impatient Aries. So I think you're going to see this through. Um, and when it will really take hold is when Aries, which you are 27 degrees, when Jupiter goes into Aries of 27 degrees, which is also exciting, is May 2023. So about a year from now. Some of what you're going to try to capture for, let me see if it goes retrograde, for this year, I think it's going to be more of a foundational aspect to it. So you'll be building a foundation around it and it'll take root and then it's really going to flourish and you'll see the fruits of your labor much more next spring. So I'm wondering if the especially the music thing, if there's a seasonal aspect to it as well. Okay. So let's take a look at JC and Um, and then we're going to look at Krista and Pat. I see Krista and Pat. Is that the polka dot door? I don't know. And just want to know where life is going now that I'm a mom of two boys and moving out on our own. Moving out on our own. Okay. So let's look at, hopefully that has helped you out, Janet. Let's look at JC. And so what I'm seeing for moving out, I usually look at the moon, and I think we have your correct birth time at 5:34 p.m. But we're going to be taking a look at, hi, Chrissy Rose. And if you want a reading, you're going to put down your birth date. And thanks, Janet. Your birth date with your month spelled out, your day and your year. And if you know the time, then put that beside it with your question, all in one line. Okay, all in one line. Now, with JC, the move, I do see a bit of a frustration around the move, and most of it is around focusing. A lot needs to be focused on the financial situation. But also, I've already predicted financially that we're looking at 2024 before the housing prices are going to go down. I've noticed some an injection of energetic change, which means that there's a plan and some kind of force comes in and interjects and creates a new paradigm to that plan. Okay. So that I'm witnessing that happening right now. Okay. And that is what I'm seeing is may bring it on 2023. The but it's location. So the location of where you want to live is going to shift. Okay, JC. You're looking at, you're kind of comfortable where you're at as well too. There's a big support system around where you're at that emotionally is comforting for you. There's a work environment for you, and yeah, a lot of this is going to happen in um, you're going to start looking at work and business ideas for making some money on the side. It has something to do with baby stuff. So has something to do with self-comfort, baby self-comforting them. I don't know, or maybe it's an oil of some sort that you'll be selling, but you're going to be really looking at that in the next couple of weeks. I see you finally get your feet on the ground February 2024 around a business. Right now, you're just busy raising babies. Very important. And the move, I would say, is when Virgo would, if that's your time, when Taurus goes into 2 degrees, matching your Virgo moon, and that in Aries, in Jupiter, and that is in May of 2023. What was May 2023? Something has happened. This happened to me pre-COVID. Every reading, I kept saying April 2020, April 2020, April 2020. And then after the fact, I had so many people say, did you say this April 2020? Like the shit was going to fly, basically. Things were going to change. Things were going to be disrupted, sudden, unexpected change. And yeah, so this May 2023 is a common theme I'm seeing now as well. But it's more of a positive when shit's going to fly. It's more like manifestation is going to happen. Okay. Not seeing anything there. Now let's go to we're renting. Yeah. You're going to be renting. Okay. So what I'm seeing is a purchasing of a home by the end of 2024. Okay. So you're going to be renting. That's great. No problem. The support system, wanting the support system, that's a big adjustment for you. But I do see you purchasing a house in, like I said, the end of 2024. And until then, I'm not really seeing a lot of disruptions or upsets for you. May of 2023 is when you're going to begin the manifesting of the purchasing of your own place for 2024. Hi, Jacqueline. Okay, so now we're going to look at, oh, yeah, we got the right time. Good, thanks, JC. We're going to look at July 18th. AskHollyHall.com is where you want to get a reading. I'm so excited about my new website. I got merch coming. merchandise, so many fun things in that. Some of the sayings that come from my book, 101 Answers from the Universe. Okay, so I want to move this over so I can do a double screen here. And we're going to look at, hang in there, guys. I just need to make a few adjustments. Good. And we're going to look at if Krista has a question at all. If not, I'm going to let you know about some manifesting for you. So manifesting for you, Krista, is, you got a bit of a roadblock, and that is making decisions. One of the challenges that you have with manifesting is because you can't decide. It's like, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I be here? Should I be there? What am I supposed to do? And also the people pleasing, feeling very involved in how is this going to affect them? How is this going to affect her? How is this going to affect him? And this keeps you from creating. Okay. However, you're going to be glad to know you're going through a magic wand phase. And a magic wand phase for you starts soon in 2022. And it starts in June, I believe, and July. Yeah, it's a 2-year cycle. I can't go into detail right now of all the different, because there's a whole bunch of dates, and then within those 2 years that are very important to know. But this is when you have the magic wand phase, you manifest, you design your life, you create that. And it's around money because it's in the house of money and self-worth. Okay, you love beauty, the beauty industry. You also like working with children, elderly, young, very creative as well. You like working with the hands, you like communicating, teaching. All of these different things are going to help you manifest. And you're going to get some really important information around this manifesting, I believe around the same time in June. No, sooner than that. 16. Don't ignore my numbers. Yeah, so in my head, I'm calculating. Astrology is all about numbers, right? So halfway through, near the end of May, most of June is when you're going to get some sudden information on how to be able to learn how you can manifest a certain type of income or opportunity that you would normally have to pay for, but you don't have to pay for. Very sudden, unexpected. Can't tell you exactly what it is, but it's around this manifesting. So make it happen. You're a low key person. You're not a get out there person. Okay, so this is not about, don't focus on all the things. I got to be on social media. I got to be popular. I got to be famous. Got to write a book. Don't do all that stuff. That's not you. That's what other people do. That's not you. That's not who you are. You're the behind the scenes kind of person. So focus on that. And now let's take a look at love your feedback. Love your feedback really helps support others as well. So Pat, we're going to look at Pat, and I'm asking about my lease renewal. Also, if there's a business I can create. Thank you. So I know Pat. She's been a client of mine for a while. And let's see, lease renewal. This is interesting because if you can do it for 1 year, yeah. You were actually wanting to be in a situation where you didn't have to do the lease renewal. If you don't have to do it until the end of the month, until April, I would hold off because there will be a last minute opportunity that's going to come your way literally now as we speak, sometime after the 13th. Okay, so right now as we speak until April 2nd. Now, I want you to think really hard because sometimes when I say this to people, it has happened already, but they didn't recognize it as being an opportunity. So if you have a last minute opportunity to shift this leasing situation, then you want to take that. Okay. Even if it just means I need to have a conversation with somebody, uh, allow that invitation to manifest. Okay. Otherwise, it's a year, and then where you really want to be in that leasing situation will manifest for you again in May 2023. You know what I'm starting to think? This injection of the economic situation and housing and buying and purchasing and renting and the expenses of it all is going to take a dramatic positive shift and change in May of 2023. So there you go. And I'm going to look at Chrissy Rose in a minute. And as for a business for you, don't do anything about that until next year. There's just too much misinformation. Not able to, unless it's going to happen right now, like you've been working on it for a while and you're going to make it happen between now and mid-April. Otherwise, I would wait until next year. It'll be a lot more positive, a lot more popular then. If you're going to do it as a side gig and you're not really concerned about it really taking off or making a ton of money, then go for it, right? But if you're looking at it to be a replacement, job replacement, not until next year. But May's your magic number next year. Okay, so I want to pull a card for you around that too. I'm just being pulled to do that. I'm going to pull out my angel ones, and I'm going to read it to you fully. And I'm going to, the energy is to stop here. Willpower. Sometimes willpower. Okay, so here's the card of willpower. And that's with the Haniel. I'm not sure if I'm saying that's an angel. Haniel, if I'm saying that right. And if everyone can have patience, because I really feel pulled that I have to share this information with her. So willpower is just like the great whales of the ocean, deep swimming in Mother Earth's tears. You are asking to bring willpower to your life in order to achieve the possibility of glory. The ancient souls of these beautiful sea creatures bring them the flow of the universe. This reminds us that all is well, the divine matrix. If your will is currently flowing for you, ask Hanel for loving assistance, and you will feel the ruby ray forced flooding through you, giving you such strength and purpose and healing that you will once again feel free. Chant Om 3 times for greater clarity. Om, Om, Om. Okay, there you go. So now we're going to take a look at my Instagrammer, and then we're going to go back and we're going to look at October 10th. AskHollyHall.com. You sign up for my newsletter. You get all kinds of fun weekly tips on what the energy is for the week, but you also get an instant 20% off code. Okay. My site right now that you're going to be going to is temporary. And because I have a new one that's being built forever. I'm the one building it, so I'm not mad at anybody. But I keep coming up with these ideas like the merch idea, and I want an app for my website, and I want a QR code for my new business cards. And it's just like, I want to have a membership directory so my clients can showcase their businesses and trust that we are all conscious people that are consciously want to support each other, right? I want this. I want a forum where you guys can interact with each other and forget about stupid social media, because half the shit doesn't even show up there. Trust me, I know. Okay. So this is deep. This one's really deep. She's in Johannesburg in South Africa, and she's recently broken up with her lover, and he is a soulmate. I am so sore, struggling Is there hope for reconciliation, or is it dead? This is, and his is 30. Now, usually I don't do two readings in one mini one. Um, yeah. No, honey. I can see the messages. It's just I'm working on YouTube, 2 Facebook pages, and Instagram. So, and I've got a lot of people listing everything. So I'm going in a chronological order. All right. So with and Facebook, Ask Holly Hall, YouTube, Ask Holly Hall, if you want to find me there as well. Unfortunately, Instagram doesn't allow me to use Restream, which is where I collectively do all of mine. I have to do it separate. So, with that being said, sweetie, this has been going on for you since 2 years ago. And this 2 years, you have really been highly involved and almost in an addictive type of relationship. You've been very, very giving. It was extremely romantic, specifically at the end of last winter and the beginning of last spring. There was a lot of family involved in this too, which made it very comfortable for you because you're a huge family orientated person. It was a strong passion between you guys as well too. And if there's a chance for reconciliation, we are looking at 9 Leo when Jupiter goes into 9 degrees. So that's probably not until the end of, uh, the end of the year. Okay. Now let's see what's going on with his life right now, because there's not a lot of upset going on with your life. Hi, Veriana. Love that name. And his is August 30th. He's a real romantic, he just pulled all of those strings that turned everything on. All the light bulbs went on when you were in this relationship. Um, very, very, he knew all your deepest, darkest secrets. He brought out a vulnerability in you that you didn't really experience before, and you gained trust in that because he said all the things you wanted to hear, right? What I'm seeing is, I don't know the time of his birth, but he's about to enter into a very confusing time. He's having a difficult time balancing another part of his life with the life that he had with you. Okay. A really hard time balancing another part of his life with that. So a lot of the stories got really weaved into this giant web that got quite interwoven and almost confusing for him. And again, I don't know the time of his birth, but he can be very powerful with his words. And he really doesn't mean to lie or manipulate or twist the truth or anything, or exaggerate, but he's just trying to make everybody happy. He wants to make everybody happy. And in this, he gets a lot of confusion within his own life. He's entering into a pretty difficult stage into May of 2023. What the heck is going on with May? And so if there's going to be a reconciliation, you have to find out what that other life is. Okay. It could be work. It could be an ex. It could be a family dynamic. Somehow you're not quite understanding what that other part is. And he feels that it's unfair to bring you into this. Okay. Are you willing to know the truth of that there is another dynamic that really played into this decision that he made? So he got so caught up in not knowing what decision to make, he just decided, I'm not going to make any decision and I was going to throw it all away. Is that the way to go? No. But that's a choice he made because he doesn't like confrontation. He doesn't like confrontation. Okay. So hopefully that helps. Is it dead? Let's pull a card. I don't tell people what to do with their relationships. I don't tell people to make it or break it. I tell people What are all the symptoms? What is all the truth around it? You decide what you want to do with that. So we're going to pull out a card. I want to do a couple of cards. I want everyone to know that this is what I do. I do coaching. I do therapeutic astrology. I do readings. I do clairvoyance. I do past life regression, hypnosis therapy. Okay. So this one, whew, wow, look at this one came out. Love. Love, and a very deep spiritual love, because this is Jesus. And this angel is called Sandalphone. Sandalphone. So Sandalphone with love, with this deep spiritual, universal love. That's what I'm getting from that. I'm going to show my Facebook and YouTube people as well. And let's see if this one, if they can give you, these angels can give you the answers, the answer that you need to hear right now. And so, love, beloved, you are a child of God and peace, love at heart. The angelic oracle comes to you as a single signal that new love or renewed love is dawning for you. See life through the compassionate eyes of your guardian angel who encompasses the Christos and perceives that love as being uncompromising and beautiful. So was this love compromising for you? Did it make you compromise who you are, compromise who you are? Okay, did it do that? Take a good look at that. Okay, which angel deck? It's called Angels of Atlantis. Right there. Amazon. Okay, and look at the beauty that you will create for all in the radiance with love and divine. Shifting your perspective to the angelic realm means you become a human angel. And you may have been that to him, a human angel. And so you want to spark miracles around you for reconciliation of this relationship. Reconciliation doesn't often mean that you reconcile between the two of you and live happily ever after. It can also just be reconciliation of healing and comfort. How can I move on with this as well? And so this is your chant. Om Namah Shivaya. Oh, I know that one. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. It's to enliven your peace, with your peace with the situation. Okay, so now let's look at my send a request to your live video. Not sure what that means. We've got December 4th. How will work is going to go? And yeah, we'll take a look at yours. I'm going to jump over to Facebook and YouTube and see if I can answer some there. And congratulations on your move, girl. I mean, it's April 1st and you haven't even told me this. We know each other. Question, Krista, would like to know if legal issues will resolve anytime soon and in what way, positive or in my own favor. Will my son be heard? I know I already looked at your chart and I talked about you manifesting. So you can manifest this. But we're going to look at a card for you as well. But clairvoyantly, your son will be heard, but there's going to be needing a second hearing. Make sure that your son writes things down so he digests it before there's an appearance or for the person who's going to appear for him. So there is, tomorrow around 4:00, I am doing a live interview on my new YouTube channel. It'll be presented on with a lawyer, taking a sabbatical lawyer who is an expert in being a child advocate in divorces. And she's going to answer questions around how can you consciously divorce and how can you support your children through a divorce or separation process. And she's going to give her experience of it, and she's going to answer your questions as well. So you may want to come to that. It's going to be 4 o'clock tomorrow, and it'll be right here. Okay, right here, wherever you are. So Raphael is empathy. So this is telling me that you're going to have, yes, you and your son will receive empathy for the situation. So it will go in your favor. Krista says, I'm a therapist, because I mentioned the therapist thing. That's true. I'm very low key. Okay. And hi, please let me know about this legal battle I have and what will happen. Okay, Nita, I need your birth information. Otherwise, I'll just look up a card for you or see if I can get anything from source. Okay. So I'm going to go to the next one on Facebook, which is Jacqueline. And then I'm going to go to December 4th. Okay. And then I'm probably going to sign off. And after I work with Nita. So the 28th. Started out this live with a manifestation, a manifesting affirmation, exercise. So when this goes up, you might want to go back to that and go through it with me again. Okay. Now, Jacqueline is asking, I'm not sure. Home recovering. Try to put everything in one line. It's really helpful. Home recovering from COVID at the moment, but welcome any insight at the moment from source. Okay. Sorry, you're not feeling well. All right. Did we have your time of birth? If you want to support these lives, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/askhollyhall and you can buy me coffee. And you can book your readings here. 7:15 p.m. Okay, that's important. Let me edit that. Okay, so magic wand. Oh my God, you're going through a double magic wand period coming up, and they're in parallel with each other. They're back to back. They're in tandem with one another. Girl, this is when you can make magic happen, specifically when you want to work with deeper issues that will help problem solve and serve others that are very vulnerable in nature. Okay, and this is all in the arena of Mercury and Venus, Mercury, health and children, creativity, health and children, creativity, mothers and children, creativity, health. It's all around, and mental health, how health, physical health affects mental health, vulnerable type situation. Now it's not right away. It's not happening right away. So be a little patient around that, but it is a life-changing experience. Okay. And sorry, one of it is right away. One of them is going to begin manifesting as we speak. You are working on this right now in all of February and March. This is a 2-year cycle. You've got the soul rebirth. You got a 3 whammy thing happening. You got soul rebirth. You got magic wand and a magic wand. Okay. The soul rebirth is also with Pluto. This is a dream you've had for a really long time. There's been a lot of dynamics holding you back. So the magic wand part. So right now you're sitting there going, I don't want my life to be the same. It has to completely change. I can't hang out with these people anymore. I can't do this job anymore. I can't live here anymore. I want my dynamics in my home to change. I want my health to change. I want my playfulness and my fun in my life again. And you're very serious about this right now. Like, I'm going to make this happen. Okay. You're very serious about this. You're willing to go through this. This is not something that you're being dragged into kicking and screaming. And then the magic wand part comes at the end of this year. Okay. So in December, literally right in December is a magic wand. They go back to back. And this is when all of those issues, and as you're sitting with COVID right now in isolation, there's nothing to do, right? You can't do nothing, you can't go out, even if you wanted to, because you know what? Let's be honest, you do distract yourself constantly with many eggs in the many baskets, not just a bunch of eggs in one basket, many eggs in many baskets, because all of them are potential. All of them have potential, right? But now you're going to be sitting here going, how can I focus? I need to focus. I'm not really that good at focusing. And you know how you don't focus? You get hung up on the decision making. And I want to give you a secret about yourself, Jacqueline. You don't need to make a right decision. Why? Because there is no right decision in your life, in your soul's existence and experience. There is never a right decision for you. The right decision is to make a decision. Once you make the decision, it will lead you on a momentum, right? But sitting with not making a decision, not making a choice out of fear of this or fear of that, because you've gone through the rabbit hole of problem solving to the point where you're like, I can't do this. I mean, you never make a real solid decision, right? And right, that's what you're doing right now. You're making decisions. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Sometimes people listen to it and they think, oh, that sounds like gibber jabberish to me, Holly. But the person who's receiving the information is bang on. I mean, bang on. They couldn't even express it that well themselves. Okay. So let me know about this legal battle I've been. Okay, Nita, we're going to look at you. No, Brenda, I said I would look at you December 4th. And then Nita. No time. No time. She got no time of birth. Okay. AskHollyHall.com. That's where you're going to go. It's a placeholder for my website right now. I'm so pumped about the merch that's coming out and merchandise. So, and it's, you know what? You want to know why I'm pumped about it too? It's sourced. It's ecologically sourced. It's organic. It uses no plastic, not in the material, not in the packaging. It is, it's vegan, means they're not harming any animals or people in the process. So it took me a long time to find this source. So this is where I'm getting my stuff made from. Okay, so your question is, what's going on with work? Well, you haven't been happy in work for 2 years. And you're going to be, you know what? You're kind of pissed off about certain situations. You're going to have to you would be letting them know in the next couple of weeks. The financial situation is inadequate. The lack of, there's manipulation that's going on. And that is, and you're not a stupid person. You're extremely smart, and you can see through their lies and their deception and their manipulation. And also you're deserving of a much more leadership position. You're really struggling with somebody who's in power there. So there's quite a power struggle. Your intelligence isn't being utilized properly. I'd be surprised if you're even there after 2 weeks. You're ready to throw the baby out with the water, right? So, and then that creates, you're welcome, Chrissy. I hope that helps you. It is a beautiful message, isn't it? So you got 11:17 a.m. or p.m. People, there's two 11:17s in a day. I know, sarcasm. But it's making me take longer to do this. So hopefully that's enough um, for you. You've got a really strong intuition and a really strong psychic ability. So what I'm saying right now is going to you're going to know what I'm talking about. It's going to resonate with you. Are you afraid of having to make that decision? Yeah, but you're not getting any growth where you are. So she says 11 a.m. and that lands you all in the house of business. So as soon as Jupiter moves into starts hitting your first your first Sag, which is 3, 12, and 19, then you're going to be in the 3 is happening, I believe, in June of this year. Yeah. So the end of May and June. So you're going to be like done next month. And then May and June, you're going to most likely create the momentum of what needs to happen in order for you to be done with that job situation. And sometimes done means that you go to your boss and you go, I'm not doing this anymore. Okay. Stop trying to make a fool out of me. I'm not doing this. I know what's going on. Sometimes that's done as well. And then it just goes boom, boom, boom. You're going to get a bit of a break by the end of October, all the way into mid-December. So if you haven't made any of those changes I'm talking to you about, because you're the one who's going to make them, it's not going to happen to you. Then in November, December, you're going to kind of lay low again. And then in January 2023, back at the end of that job, or the drastic change that needs to happen in that job. And if I were to pull a card for you as well, an angel card, I got lots of different cards, but today I'm wanting to do my angel cards for you. We've got look how big this deck is. Look. Big, giant deck. See? It's pretty, it's got, I don't know, 30 cards, 40 cards in there. More, I don't know. I have to look. How many cards does it have in here? 44 cards, okay? And I just shuffled it. I don't know if you've seen me, but I was shuffling it. And out comes the exact same card the other one put in. Okay? What does this mean? It means you don't love your job. And I want you to find angelic love in that card, in that career. Okay. So let's see. Nita is January, February, March, April. See, I got to do math. Don't make me do math, man. I don't like it. Me no likey. My sister, when she was 3, she's way younger than I am. We don't talk anymore though, or she doesn't want to talk to me. Is when she was 3, we went on this plane ride, and it was Christmas or New Year's, and they gave us turkey dinner, but it was literally like, I don't even know. It wasn't even real food, sliced non-real turkey food. And it wasn't very good. And my 3-year-old sister goes, I no likey. I said, I no likey either. So I use that phrase a lot because I just thought it was so freaking hilarious. Okay, so 23 of April, and she wants to know what's going on with a legal battle. And it's at 15:45. And it's in Johannesburg or Bosk. Let's do that. BOKS. There we go. 1970. Okay, we're going to get the deets here. What's going on? And oops. Okay. Oh, you know what? Going to go in your favor. Financially, it's going to be in your favor as well. But boy, there's a lot of lies and deceptions going on here. Cheating, lies. There's a lot around money or other people's money and possessions and undisclosure of it. So you've had to disclose it. It created a lot of vulnerability for you. You really had to bring out a bunch of dirty laundry that was not really necessary if people would have just told the truth. There's a big financial dynamic around this, and it will be finalized. There's 2 dates I'm getting, okay? I don't know why these 2 dates right now. When we have longer dialogues, I get a lot more information from source. Verenda says, wow, with an exclamation mark, and thank you. So about that career thing. So hopefully that obviously makes sense to you. Okay, so Nita, wow, so much deception and lies. Oh, I feel so. This is mother and mother energy. Whew. Heavy, 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 heavy. You stood strong though. Be proud of yourself. You dug your heels in and you didn't budge. You were tenacious, right? And you were patient and you were persistent. So were they, right? But you were as well. And so again, so 24, 26, 21. So there's already been one successful part around that just happened. So I'm happy with that. Here we go. And the next one, 20. Sorry, hang in there with me. I really want to get you good dates. 24, 26. You were born with a need and issues to understand your grip, your emotional, almost addictive, codependent grip on possessions and money and stuff. Okay. So you've come into this lifetime wanting to unentangle yourself from that grip, right? Loosen yourself from that grip of the material world and material things. So you'll be surrounded by people who have those issues, or you'll be surrounded by environments and situations with issues like that, like fighting for a job because they shouldn't have unlawfully let you go. It was illegal and they owe you money, all around that kind of stuff, right? And that's how you're learning your lessons. And this is what's really cool is once you learn that lesson, you learn to manifest. Money starts coming to you. So that dates are in April and May, and then also again in mid-August till just for about a week. Mid-August till mid-September. And then that's when it all goes in your favor, and it's all throughout the year. And there's more. There's more that you should be going. You might not want to fight for it, that more. But if you do fight for the more, you'll get it too. Okay. So let me see what her feedback is around that. And and then we're just going to finalize the situation. Hi, Shani. Hi here. Hope you are well. I would like to know if I will find another job anytime soon. Okay, Kavita, I got your birth date. I got to throw you in there too because you're a newbie. And Nita says she's a scapegoat. Yeah, well, no more. And you won't be allowing people to do this anymore. Success. Okay, but do some meditation, do some manifestation around the release and the surrender of money. Money's not yours. Money's not mine. It crosses my path, allows me to utilize it and hand it over to somebody else. Money is moving. Money is flowing. You don't own money unless you hoard it and you keep it in the bank forever. But you want to know something? The bank's using it. So unless it's underneath your mattress, right, it's being used. And this is what we do. Aw, thanks, Charnay. She's going to buy me a coffee. Yeah. So if you want to buy me a coffee to support these little ditties that I do every Tuesday at 5 for about an hour, live readings with my clients and newbies as well. Okay. So we're going to do one more and that'll be it. And please come back next week. I might do some on the weekend. I had plans and they got canceled. And we are, and I do like to have the birthday in the spelling of the month and then the other information as well. And do therapeutic astrology at askhollyhall.com. Sign up for my newsletter, get 20% off. It's a big chunk. Okay, so November 28th, another one from Africa, South Africa. And November. And I got tons of information on my Substack, which is the Intelligent Soul Substack, and also on my YouTube channel. And ask a quick question. I'll pull a card for you. 84, or see if I get anything from Source at 8:50 p.m. Or 28th. I want to make sure I got that right. Oh, come on. It got rid of got rid of the Johannesburg part. And you're asking, hi there, would like to know if I will find a job anytime soon. I lost my job, please. Okay. So yeah. In the summer, good paying one too. You'll be thankful that you lost a job. You weren't liking it there anyways. So it'll be in the summer. I think it'll be June. I just want to confirm June, July. And it'll be very sudden. It'll come to you unexpectedly. So if you have anything in between there, they'll be temporary. If you don't need anything, then chillax and enjoy the time off because it'll be a good job for you mid-June. Okay. Now going into one more question. So she's single again. Okay. We'll pull a card for you both. Should I get my daughter tested for autism? School said no necessary. I don't want her labeled unnecessarily. Not sure what to do. Give me her birth date and her time. Thanks, Kavita. All I ask is that you share. Don't even have to buy me a coffee. Just share my work. Okay. So you've got, oh my God, if I get this card one more time, I'm going to scream. New beginnings. This is the deck. And Shamail. So this is going to come with an affirmation too. These affirmations, thanks Kavita, are very powerful. And extraordinary new beginnings and opportunities are dawning for you, drawing you to new people and new places and new projects. Shamil wishes lovingly assist you and as anxiety often precedes change. Ask you to call upon the might of all angels of Atlantis and to help in order to arrive just where you would like to be. Before this fruitfully occurs, it may be appropriate for you to release old projects, old patterns of behavior, old ideas, and old acquaintances. This is what I'm good at, helping you release those blocks when I work with my clients. See the new as a time to be met by the sun of the source with renewed vigor and well being, just as you greet the new dawn for the new day and love, hope, and joy. Chant Om Bur Bhava. I'm not saying, it's probably not saying this right. Om Bur Bhava Svaha. So I'm going to put that there so you can see. It's in bold. So you can see for yourself how that should be interpreted. Okay. 3 times. And either one, Bali or Costa Rica, it doesn't matter. It's the move to the environment that allows you the freedom to educate the way that you want. But either one is going to work. I've always leaned towards Costa Rica, but that's me. No math, please. October 26, 2012. I really need specific spelling. I gotta train you guys, man. That's okay. I made, especially with 10 and 11, I have a tendency to see 10 and think November for some reason. But since this one, the day is the 28th, it's kind of obvious 26, kind of obvious that it's not a month. But sometimes when it's like 9-9, not 9-9. If it was 9-10, I'm like, is that October 9th or September 10th? Okay, 2012. And this is my last one. Okay, it's my last one. And askhollyhall.com. I have mini readings too. I've been telling my clients all week. I'm really busy this week. I'm still not even halfway through the week. And people don't know I have mini readings, 37 buckaroonies. And you can get a mini reading in Ireland. Okay, so I'm adverse to labeling as well, but I use sort of a different approach when I'm diagnosing. Remember, I'm not a medical professional, so please do your own due diligence in researching the information that I'm giving you. Okay. And because, for instance, children with ADD, attention deficit disorder, a deficit disorder does not sound good, right? And usually I see that with people with strong Aries and strong Gemini in their chart, or strong Uranus in the chart. And all this means, specifically if it's Gemini, which is very prominent, is this is a multi-curious, multifaceted, multi-talented person. who just can't sit still, wants to constantly grasp new ideals and learn. If there's Sagittarius, which can also that they can't sit still, they're wanting to expand and grow and learn more and more and more. And you know what is? There's nothing wrong with them. It's our system. It's the industry of the educational system that is wrong. Okay, that is what's not serving our children, specifically the children now who are going to empower our future after 2025. So in this particular case, your child, okay, there's two things with your child. Your child is extremely and he'll improve, or he or she will improve drastically throughout this year. So it's going to take you until, hang in there while I get some dates. That is, and don't worry, this is all a process. This person is a healer. This child is a healer of the mind with practical, rational ideas, and they're the visionary of the healing and the system of healing the mind, like a psychotherapist, in their future. This is their adult, okay? And you signed up to help support them become that contribution to society in the future. And so this is an educational search that you're going to be on until April of 2023. After April of 2023, you will find what needs to be done for your child. But you can find it during that time, but you're going to keep tweaking it and tweaking it. I like to see my clients find it ahead of time because the energy starts in the summer for you. So is there an autism? No, this child, I'm sorry, I missed if it was a girl or a boy. This soul is a very deep, deep thinker. So they're very, very observant and they observe the actions and the behavior of others. Okay. They're very visual. So everything has to be taught to them visually. You're going to teach math visually, not by reading in a book words. Okay. It has to be practical application. Once they visually are engaged in this practical application of learning, and also creatively, and if there's music in the background, if you're trying to get this child to focus, first of all, they have to love what they do. They don't love what they do, they'll throw it out the window. Literally temper tantrum out the window. They daydream because they're creative and intuitive, and they process intuitively by their inner guidance and the consciousness, the outer consciousness guidance. Okay. They do not do well in focused environments. Let their mind meander where they want. When they're daydreaming, let music in the background while they're studying, just like not opera music, but orchestrated music. Okay, no words. Also, extremely intelligent. So this is a person who's intelligent that wants, and intelligent doesn't mean they can read this book verbatim. You know, I know every word in the book. Not that kind. That book's smart. Intelligent person where they think outside of the box. I want you to look up Nassim Haramein, Nassim Haramein, Harimien. I think that's how you do it. He's a radical physicist. Look at the movie or find the movie, The Connected Universe. It's good. Whoops, this is good for anybody, but The Connected Universe. And this is your son. Yeah, your son lives in his own world, or your daughter, sorry, your child, lives in their own world. And it's extremely important that they learn creatively, that they're not forced to focus, that there's a visual aspect to it. So if you have to diagnose your child in order for your system to facilitate these needs for your child, go for it. Unfortunately, that's the way that things are done now. If you want to facilitate it on your own, this is what Charnay is doing with her sensory sensitive son, is they're finding their own system. They're going to go to Bali, they're going to go to Costa Rica, from England, and find their own system in those areas. But I am coaching and working with clients, specifically even teachers and parents that are creating those kind of systems themselves. Not every parent is a stay-at-home homeschooled parent, right? And this child needs freedom to learn as they want, and they're a dreamer, and they do not like authority. This child's not like authority. So being the boss of them, there's a retaliation around that as well. So hopefully that helps you. Uh, you're welcome, Nita, for the reading. So hopefully that helps you get an understanding of what's going on with your child. Autism, they might put him on the spectrum because he just daydreams. Like literally, you start talking to him, he's like, "Meow." He's just not really paying attention to you anymore. But I don't even think I would use autism. I want you to maybe on the spectrum, which might have to be the diagnosis to get that help, which are, again, extremely intelligent souls as well with those diagnoses. Go into some Facebook groups and find spectrum, autism, kids, and see if you're going to get some support there. That's what I'm getting right away for you. Okay. And yeah, don't DM anyone. They're just trying to take your money, honey. I know Charnay is smarter than that. I'll be concerned that would be too disruptive for her for me to move 100% bang on with everything. Thank you. Okay, good. Good. There you go, everyone. Namaste. Music in the background. You know how you have Google Home? Just play a little low. Her ears are really sensitive. Very low music. You guys can hardly hear it, but you can hear this meditative Zen music in the background. Keeps her in the real world. Okay. Oh, by the way, she's very sensitive to drugs. So be very careful when they diagnose. Again, I'm not a medical professional. Do your own diligence. But if they diagnose any kind of drugs, very sensitive to it. So if you feel it's necessary, like a Ritalin of some sort or whatever they have, microdosing or when they need it. What I'm reminded by that I'm to share with you is I have a client who's a doctor whose son is extremely highly developed and intelligent, but ADHD. And they would only give him the drugs when he had to study or when he was in school. Other than that, he was free to be his other self. And really, there was two different personalities, drug and no drugs. Okay. I know I have a spammer. I get them every single time. Comes from YouTube. So usually YouTube. So, oh, look at this. Charnay, cards are dropping for you. Cards are dropping for you. Use your intuition. Okay. So you know what, Charnay? Get yourself a string and a needle and use it as a pendulum and ask it questions. First, you ask questions like, what's my name? And that says she's very extremely sensitive to drugs. What's my name? Is my name Bob? Is my name Sally? See where it goes. And then ask the questions of what to do. All right. Okay, everyone. Namaste. Namaste. Thanks for everything. Yeah. No, then the pendulum's not for you. You know how many pendulums I've had? And I've maybe only one or two. Two have ever worked for me. So you need another one. So, okay. Bye, everyone. Namaste.